Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fieldhouse and Gregory Arena on the campus of North Central College for the second round of the 2019 NCAA Division III Men's Basketball Championship. Tonight's game is between the Loras College Jayhawks and the North Central College Tigers. The NCAA and North Central College encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from Burner Fieldhouse. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. At this time, masters, please rise and place the flag on the left end of the court as we honor America with play to our national anthem.
You're not going to find a better atmosphere than this tonight inside Gregory Arena. Both teams trying to punch their tickets into the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Division III basketball tournament. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Kevin Jackman, Adam Cornwell. What an atmosphere we have tonight. We always are suspect when it comes to opposing teams traveling. I don't think anybody had to travel tonight. The presence for Loras in the Chicagoland area is so incredibly strong. They have shown up just as North Central has, and North Central is here on campus.
Yeah, it seems that Loras has somehow matched the energy level and the intensity in terms of fans that are present here tonight. And this should be a really fun one to watch.
Full student sections showing up. The Cardinals in all black last night. They're in all red tonight. Cardinals trying to make it into the Sweet 16 for just the third time in program history. The previous two times in 2012 and in 2013. Opening tip-off, Boyd and Reardon. You heard those starting lineups a moment ago, and Reardon on the double clutch, able to claim it for North Central. Off and running we go. Both teams victorious last night after pulling away in the second half. Loras able to beat Albion. North Central taking care of Chatham after trailing going into the half. It's Aaron Jones with the basketball, dumps it off to Tommy Koth, near side Connor Reardon. And a travel on Connor. Perhaps a little giddy.
A little bit giddy. I think, yeah, the early jitters, and obviously each team is looking to get in the first punch.
Cole Navigato gives off. Damon George launches a three. No good, front of the rim. Matt Capoletti boards up and leads the break. Heard the starting lineups before the game, but we'll introduce the players as they touch the rock. To the basket, Connor Reardon wheels and deals outside Aaron Jones. Jones pulls the three, no good. Battle for it with Koth, but instead it's Ryan DeCanio bringing the ball in. And now he's spinning his way into the lane. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Boyd, the offensive board, bounces into a shot and good.
Nice finish for Boyd. He's obviously got some height and some length, and he could cause some problems for the Cardinals tonight. They're gonna have to be on lockdown for him.
Jump shot to tie, no good for Connor Reardon. That shot nearly automatic for him. Josh Ruggles collects the rebound. And Ruggles and DeCanio, the two leading scorers, 18 points apiece, as Boyd will launch a three. No good, back of the iron. Reardon, a do-it-all forward. Led the conference in assists. In fact, he's the program leader all-time in assists. Very versatile. Blaze Meredith with the basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 18 minutes on the game clock. Reversing course, it's now Matt Capoletti into the lane. A little up and under move. Count the basket on a foul.
Nice finish by Capoletti. Nice strong take. And he gets the Cardinals on the board.
First team foul. First foul on Jordan Boyd as well. And that was one of the major storylines yesterday for the North Central Cardinals, was foul trouble in the first half. Quickly picking up two were Matt Capoletti, Connor Reardon, and Will Clausen. And they set out a majority of that first half. Kind of led to the issues that they had.
Yeah, that's going to be, I mean, fouls will definitely play a factor here tonight. You can tell like both teams are looking to be aggressive. So I'm sure after that game, the Cardinals made an emphasis to kind of look out for that and maybe change the way they play defense a little bit.
DeCanio had it poked away, gets it back and drills the mid-range jumper. 4-2 in favor of the visitors. Reardon with it. Capoletti cutting baseline, reverse land.
Nice finish. When he gets the ball in the lane, it's definitely an advantage for the Cardinals, and they're going his way early.
Duhawks, one of the highest scoring teams in the nation, 12th. Score about 90 a game. Boyd misses the hook shot. Reardon leads the fast break for the Cardinals, now settles down into the half court. Taking it right to Navigato. Wanted a little give and go with Tommy Koth. Down low, Reardon left wide open, misses the bunny lay-in. Certainly one he'll want back is Boyd, blocked by Capoletti. DeCanio takes the three, short. Navigato interfered with, he'll be fouled underneath. Blaze Meredith called for the foul. That is his first and the team's first. And now Cole Navigato at the free throw line. It's a lot of movement behind the backboard.
It worked?
It worked a lot last night too. Chatham was sub 500 from the free throw line.
Wow.
shooting on that end of the floor. The Cardinal Nest, as they call themselves, trying to disrupt Navigato, though he'll sink one of two. Capoletti gets the handoff, shot fakes, nowhere to go. Now with Jones on the near side wing, 16-12 to go first half. Shakes his defender, Damon George, and can't capitalize. With 5 on the shot clock, Capoletti misses the three-point attempt. It's off the hand of Raridan, but into the hands of Damon George. Blitzes up the court, dishes off to Navigato, has position in the post, and then it's just a launch it out. Oh!
He's good. All right, let's see if Loras can set up some offense. Both teams have kind of just been looking to go one-on-one. It'd be nice to see them both kind of settle in and run what they run.
A little two-man game.
Yeah, nice find, nice layup there.
Navigato with it.
Yeah, let's see if the Cardinals can get into their offense and start getting some guys moving, be a little less stagnant.
Jones back to Koth. He'll take the three. Finds the bottom of the twine to tie this up at 7.
Nice wide open look for Tommy Koth, and he can hit that shot. He's a great three-point shooter, so Loras has got to be sure to defend him from out there.
DeCanio misses it, dribbles it off his foot. Ahead to Blaze Meredith. He'll take one dribble and throws it down. Gets the home crowd on their feet as they take the lead 9-7. Lofted to Navigato. Going right at Tommy Koth. Misses short. Rebound off of the Cardinals. And our first timeout, first media timeout of the night. We'll step aside with 14:28 to go. We'll be back on NCTV 17. That last possession ending with the ball going out of bounds. It was last touch by the Cardinals, so Loras will have possession. DeCanio at the top. Fakes one way, then goes to Rowan McGowan, short on the three-point attempt, and a good box out there from Tommy Koth, though Connor Raridan collects. Keep in mind that North Central is here in the round of 32, despite the fact that they've been playing without 2 of their preseason starters for the entire year virtually. Blaze Meredith misses the 3. DeCanio able to bounce it over to Josh Ruggles. Ahead to McGowan. He'll stop over to DeCanio, and they'll settle in. But without Jack Bronick and without Aiden Chang, it's remarkable what this Cardinal team has done.
Yeah, it really is. I think it just goes to show how much depth that they have, and they've got 3 strong players in their starting lineup with Capoletti, Raridan, and Blaze Meredith, who kind of carry them every game. And Loras, to that point, they're capable of playing with depth as well, and their top players usually carry them every game. So there's Ruggles getting on the board, and that's what he's capable of.
That was his 209th three-point attempt of the season, and he connects on 40% of those. Jones for three, for the answer, no good. Reardon the rebound, throws it out. Capoletti has it, and they'll reset. Ruggles started tremendously hot last night and then cooled off substantially, although there's a foul as Connor Reardon was trying to get the basketball. DeCanio picks it up, his first.
Yeah, it looked like Connor Reardon had DeCanio posted up on the block, which is not where DeCanio wants to be. And the Cardinals do a great job of motioning on offense and getting in those advantageous situations where they've got one of their taller players guarded by one of the other team's smaller players. So that's something the Cardinals will look to do early and often.
Reardon with DeCanio on him in the post. Back to the basket for the moment. Has it stripped, gets outside. Capoletti baseline, stops, tries to reverse. Boyd was there. Loras leads 10-9 thanks to the three from that man, Josh Ruggles, on the last possession. Matthews over to DeCanio. Back to Ruggles, wants some more, well short, might have been deflected by Meredith. Mike Pollock and Will Klossel into the game for North Central. Pollock a dead-eye shooter, Klossel a do-it-all sixth man. Lofted in, and a foul on Damon George.
Yeah, North Central is clearly liking the matchups they've got down low. They're going down low and then looking to kick out if they've got find a shooter open, but they're feeling confident in that part of their game tonight.
Pollock off his screen gets the inbound. Reardon driving, stops in the lane, trying to get it to Klossel, but a travel called on Connor Reardon. .12:02 to go. The next dead ball will result in a media timeout. Ruggles outside. The home crowd giving him some flack for having an air ball in his last attempt. Don't bait him. Blocking foul on Blaze Meredith. And a technical on Blaze as well. Officials trying to sort this out, but Blaze was upset that he didn't get the offensive charge. Must have said some choice words. And now the media timeout comes. Todd Reardon trying to figure out exactly what happened there.
Yeah, this is a big situation for the Cardinals with Blaze Meredith getting into foul trouble early. Yeah, so he now has 3 fouls with the technical foul. And he's one of their better defensive players. He's a playmaker on defense, and that could hurt the Cardinals early in this game.
He is by far, without Aiden Chang in the rotation, their most versatile and important defensive player. And like you just said, has immediately picked up his second and third fouls in the span of a second. And the media timeout is in progress, so when we come out of it, free throws aplenty for Loras to try to extend this lead. Now, here's an interesting thing is that these coaches have familiarity with each other. Chris Martin used to coach at Elmhurst. And Todd Reardon has been here for 15 seasons, so they know each other. And it looked like Martin was asking the officials perhaps to try and get Reardon back away from midcourt because they do have technically coaches' boxes. Those mini games within the game are going to be so crucial in contests like this as Josh Ruggles, a 92% free throw shooter, misses.
Wow. The Cardinals fans behind the basket are having an early impact.
Connects on 1 of 2, and
yeah, you have to wonder if the fans behind the basket kind of throw off the shooters at this level just because they're not necessarily used to having fans right behind the hoop when they're shooting free throws. So
Division I and professional basketball players certainly have that on a night-to-night basis, but not here in Division III. Ruggles with a beautiful move and finishes at the rim.
Nice drive and finish, and he's off to a hot start. That's not what the Cardinals wanted to see, but
Raritan gets swamped by Damon George, able to get it away. 11:15 to go here in the first half. Raritan with the basketball, goes over to Aaron Jones. Mike Pollock with it, back to Raritan. Raritan outside Pollock. Pollock will take a deep three. That's what he's known for.
Yeah, Pollock is a great shooter from the outside, and obviously the Cardinals are going to need somebody to step up and make some plays for him with Blaze Meredith, who could be out for the rest of the half for all we know, and Pollock stepping up big with a three there.
Wassel takes it away after the errant pass. Spins away, gets it over to Raritan, draws the contact and puts it in.
What a play. What a play by Will Wassel right there, holy cow. Just to keep control of the ball and then get it back to Raritan for the finish, unbelievable.
Cardinals now lead for the moment. Boyd, the offensive rebound, but a foul going down the other way. Boyd picks up his second foul.
And just like that, North Central College has taken the momentum away from Loras. And they're back in control.
McGowan back into the game in place of Boyd. (14-13), 10:20 to go, first half. And an offensive foul on Connor Raritan. Is that his second? That's his first. Jumping the gun just a little bit.
And Blaze coming back in the game, it looks like.
Take that back. No.
It caught me off guard.
And an offensive foul the other way. Ruggles battling with Will Wassel. An intentional foul called on Ruggles.
I missed it. Did you see what
I
happened?
did not.
It must have been a cheap shot or something, but
I mean, that was nowhere near the basketball.
Right, exactly. But obviously it was something that caught the official's eye enough to make that kind of call, so.
A flagrant one. And Connor Raritan will shoot free throws. And they're chanting Daddy's Boy right now in the Loras student section. Just barely hanging on that free throw. Hey, Connor's the third of three Raritan boys to go through the North Central program. I think he's heard it all.
Yeah, he's got to be used to this kind of reaction from the opposing fans.
16-13 following the flagrant one free throws, and the Cardinals will also have possession. I'm really curious, and we can take a look at a timeout, go back through our broadcast and see exactly what happened, but Ruggles clearly did something, and it was right in front of the official, so
right.
No ambiguity there. We are approaching 10 minutes in the first half. Jones has it nearly stripped by Damon George, gets it back, throws it ahead. Raritan pump fakes. And slowing it down a little bit. Backdoor cut, Wassel off the glass and in.
Nice little two-man game between Raritan and Wassel, and the Cardinals are having some success early in the game, getting some layups inside the lane.
Navigato underneath, and he's bumped off track by Wassel. Very even scoring load for North Central. Capoletti and Raritan with 4 points apiece, but Koth with 3, Pollock 3, Wassel with 2. Navigato's first is good.
Yeah, something that's from the stat sheet that's easy to notice right so far in this game is that both teams have had a variety of different guys take shots, and that's kind of what we expected in terms of the depth that each team has. And offensively, both teams have a lot of guys that they can turn to at any moment.
Looks like Loras has gone into his zone defense, a 3-2. What kind of difficulties could this present for the Cardinals? There's a pretty clean-looking shot there from Mike Pollock, just couldn't get it to go. DeCanio to the basket, discernible slap sound, and that's going to be called 10 times out of 10.
Nice aggressive take by DeCanio, a little bit of Euro step there, and got the foul and shooting two.
DeCanio will situate himself at the free throw line. Not on the strength of free throws. The Dewhawks are coming back. Good on a pair. Back to a one-point game, 18-17, 9:13 to go. Over to Mike Pollock, 1 of 2 shooting from behind the arc. Reardon left alone from 15 feet. That's not a great strategy.
Yeah, that is his game. He loves that mid-range, and he's absolutely capable of knocking down jumpers from that distance.
McGowan got the handoff, gives over to DeCanio, gets it right back. Pollock falls down on the play. Now George blitzes into the lane, gets the friendly roll. Now he'll get a chance to convert the three-point play and tie this game up at 20 apiece.
Another strong take, and it looks like Loras has decided to try to beat the Cardinals off the dribble and attack them at the hoop, and so far it's working. The past few possessions, it's led to some opportunities at the line.
Capoletti's first personal foul, the 7th on the Cardinals. Now a chance to tie for Damon George. Gets it to go. And the sub comes in. George will check out. Matthews back into the game. 8:36 in the first half. And no separation at all.
Just what we expected, really.
Sticking with that 3-2 zone. Jones at the top, goes over to Pollock. Will Clausel, Jones takes the 3, buries it.
Big shot for Aaron Jones. Yeah, it's interesting to see that Loras turned to the zone just because the Cardinals have so many shooters, everybody on the floor right now, for them to knock down a 3. So I'm not sure if they'll stick with that for too long, but big shot for Aaron Jones to get involved and give the Cardinals the lead.
Ruggles with it. Matthews now possesses a southpaw, back to Ruggles. Quick trigger for 3, no good. That's too long off the back of the iron. Jones racing up the floor, weaving in and out of traffic, and now settles down. And back to a man-to-man defense, you were right. Jones steps into a jumper, no. Batted out, Pollock collects. Pollock tries to throw it off a defender, and instead it's Matthews with the basketball. Matthews taking it to the basket, kicks it out, nearly went OB. Beautiful take for DeCanio.
Another strong finish, and yeah, it looks like Loras they're gonna have their way if they drive off the dribble to the hoop, and there's no reason for them to stop doing that until the Cardinals show that they can stop it.
Koth to Reardon. Reardon driving, spins, puts the shot up with the left hand and in. DeCanio hit the ground looking for an offensive charge and never got one.
Yeah, the Loras fans in front of us don't seem to be too happy.
Back and forth we go. 3-point lead. DeCanio to the basket. Cardinals are really getting beat off that first dribble.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to think about who can guard him right now. They might have to switch things up and get someone who could stop him off the dribble, because right now he's doing it with ease.
Thrown back towards play by Pollock following the air ball from Raridan. Ruggles has it picked away by Koth. Jones pickpocketed by Matthews. Matthews stuck in the backcourt, gets it ahead. Cardinals down a man, and now they get back on defense. Crazy sequence, and they're gonna have to resituate the shot clock. They're going to call this immediate timeout while they're at it. Why not? 6:03 to go in the first half, 25-24, the lead for North Central. Don't go anywhere because it's a great game. Slim 1-point lead for the home team. North Central on top of Loras. DeCanio steps into the lane and steps it right to Matt Capoletti.
Ryan DeCanio just having his way so far tonight.
Tremendous start, 8 points. Pollock over to Koth. Koth step back three. Good.
Big time shot from Tommy Koth. And he's very capable of doing that, hitting that step back three. And he's one of the many shooters for the Cardinals.
Raridan shadowing DeCanio and cannot stick with him. (28-28). It's like a boxing match right now.
It really is.
Jones. Nine on the shot clock. Near side, Capoletti drives, slides past Ruggles and puts it in.
I love that offensive set for the Cardinals there. They just hide Capoletti in the corner, and he's capable of shooting or driving. And I mean, he can really just kind of pick his poison, and there he just chose to drove and finish.
Raridan on DeCanio. Great matchup. DeCanio way too deep, and oh! Matthews trying to save it, and it did go out of bounds. How did DeCanio almost get that to go?
That would have been a highlight play for sure.
.423 to go in the half. Cardinal basketball. Jones with the basketball. Jones trying to clear space.
Loras is back into that zone. Let's see if the Cardinals can shoot him right back out of it.
Koth in the corner, back to Pollock. Into the corner, Capoletti. 5 on the shot clock. Capoletti leashes a three, no. Tipped around a few times. Navigado finally gets it. Poked away. Jones claims it. Jones backdoor Raridan. Coming down the other way. Media timeout. Under 4 minutes. What a first half this is. Stick around, we'll be right back on NCTV 17. .338 to go here in the first half from inside Gregory Arena. Thanks for joining us on NCTV 17. Kevin Jackman and Adam Cornwell on a tie-up. Take that back, a travel called on DeCanio.
And DeCanio's had success driving to the hoop. He's got 12 points on the night. And Connor Raritan took the task to guard him there, and he did a great job and caused a travel. And Loras is back into this zone. I think they're playing the zone because the Cardinals had success early in the game getting passes into the lane for layups. But the Cardinals are capable of shooting threes, so it's kind of an interesting choice. So we'll see how long they stick with this.
Outside Capoletti, back to Raritan, 4 on the shot clock, thrown out. Jones cues a 3. Jones with some clutch shots here in the first half for a 5-point lead.
Yeah, the Cardinals have had their three-point shooters have shown up. Tommy Koth with 2, Aaron Jones with 2, and Mike Pollock hit 1 as well. They've got 5 threes on the night. It's really the difference in this game.
Boyd with the answer on the other end. They were just 1 of 8 before that one from distance. So little separation between these teams to this point.
Absolutely. Jordan Boyd has only shot 18 threes on the year. So that's a big 3 for Loras to get 1 from him.
Jones from NBA range. Took that one with confidence.
Yeah, they might have to guard him now, I think.
Boyd in the high post, hands off. Damon George bounces into a jump shot, leaves it short. Gets his own rebound, and underneath, travel call.
Big possession here for the Cardinals. They've taken the momentum back, 5-point lead. Let's see if they can build onto that lead and take it into the half.
Raritan with it. Gets it into the high post. Koth back to Raritan. Koth outside, squares up for 3. No, front of the rim. Ruggles collects. Minute 33 to go in the half. Damon George to DeCanio. DeCanio off the dribble. Over to Navigato. Navigato lost it in midair. Pollock over to Raritan. Into the corner, Capoletti. He'll dribble it out and get it over to Jones. Minute and 5. Jones, 3. That's a heat check.
That's absolutely a heat check. You don't typically see him rush three-point shots like that, so.
Timeout taken by Chris Martin and Loras. They want to talk it over. 53 seconds remaining, and just your thoughts on this frantic pace of the first half that we've had.
Yeah, it's been back and forth, absolutely. I think the story for Loras has been Ryan DeCanio's ability to drive to the hoop and finish. He's got 12 points, like we mentioned before, and then for the Cardinals, lately, they've been hitting threes against the zone that Loras has been putting up against them, and it's hurt Loras, and now the Cardinals have a 5-point lead, so to me, that's the difference so far, and it's really amazing that the Cardinals have been able to sustain the success. They haven't had Blaze Meredith for the last 10 minutes, and he's typically one of their main contributors. So the Cardinals have to be feeling pretty good about where they're at right now.
Cardinals typically take about 23 three-point attempts a game. They're already at 15. Ruggles, a triple.
That's a big-time shot right there. Loras needed that badly. And now with a stop, they've got a chance to tie or take the lead going into the half.
And a timeout taken by head coach Todd Reardon of North Central. And he'll try to draw up the answer. You know, I mentioned earlier, this feels like a boxing match in the sense that each team keeps delivering these blows. And yet, I think we stand at the end of like round 15.
Right.
And there's no decisive winner.
No. Yeah, I think it just goes back to the point that both teams have players. And, I mean, right there is a perfect example. Josh Ruggles he's hit 83 threes on the year. And so, I mean, he's a shooter. And right there, he delivered for him. And you know, early on, it was Ryan DeCanio. And now you got Josh Ruggles coming in, draining a three. And that's, you know, that's tough when you've got multiple guys that can deliver like that. So the Cardinals are obviously going to look to one of their key guys here and try to get a good shot.
Inbounded to Jones for one, or so we assume, final possession on the offensive end for the half. To Reardon, over to Capoletti, back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Pollock into a three. No. And off of Damon George, although Pollock was whacked at the end of the play. So the Cardinals will, in fact, get the final possession of this first half. Navigado will check in. Rowan McGowan out of the game. 12.5 seconds remaining. Inbounded to Jones near midcourt. Matthews will guard him. Gets screened by Reardon. Switch. Jones the quick trigger. No. Reardon collects. He'll go up with it. Puts it in. First half comes to a close. This atmosphere is absolutely electric, and it's a 38-34 lead for North Central at the halftime break. 15-minute timeout. We'll be back for the second half on NCTV 17 and on NCTV17.com. I don't know about the players, but I sure felt like I needed to catch my breath at that halftime intermission. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Furious pace to that first half of play. It's a 38-34 score. North Central with the advantage on Loras in the second round of the NCAA Division III Basketball Championship Tournament. Kevin Jackman alongside Adam Cornwell, and what a first half that was. Connor Reardon leading the way for the Cardinals with 10 points, but it was Ryan DeCanio really taking it to the Cardinals and being able to be the top producer, 12 points, and there's DeMond George. Right out of the gate with a three, and nearly a turnover for NCC.
Big three for George coming out in the second half, and he didn't really have that big of a first half, and he got involved early here. And yeah, I think for Loras, like the first half, DeCanio and Ruggles led the way, and now it's good to see George contributing and kind of helping to pace the team a little bit more.
Reardon misses the three. It's poked out, and Reardon claims. Nice job by Tommy Koth sticking with the play. DeMond George, a Neuqua Valley alum, in fact, played with Connor Reardon. That Wildcat team went to the sectional semifinals. So they have, I think it's fair to say, some familiarity. Blocked by Navigado on the shot from Jones. Push ahead to DeCanio, takes it into the lane, and a foul on Blaze Meredith, which will be his fourth.
The one guy who couldn't commit a foul in the early moments of the second half just did, and Blaze is going right back to the bench.
DeCanio to the free throw line could take the lead back for Loras, and he ties the game up for the moment. And now Blaze will be banished to the bench for quite a while, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's the third leading scorer for the Cardinals, and he's only played 9 minutes in this game, and I'm not sure when he's coming back in, so.
Loras has come out on a 5-0 run. Very similar to what North Central did to Chatham last night when they went into the half down by 1 and then scorched the Cougars in the second half. Capoletti stripped by George. DeCanio lost it behind him. A dive on the floor. Reardon pinned underneath Navigado, ahead to Koth, and a foul on George. Or is it a foul on Koth? No, it is on George.
It's on George.
I think, are they asking to see if it was a clear path foul?
Right, I think that's what a lot of the fans in the stands are wondering.
I saw the reactions from North Central, and I thought maybe they called it on Koth.
Yeah, I think they wanted that clear path foul, and he had a wide open lane to the hoop for a layup. So
Jones comes across a couple of screens, gets it over to Klossel. And a moving screen on Klossel. (39-38), Loras with the advantage, 18-11 to go in the second half. DeCanio with Klossel make that Capoletti on him, but it's George with the three-point attempt, no good. Capoletti boards up. Both of these teams can shoot.
Matt Capoletti with a big-time three. And man, is he a Swiss Army knife or what for the Cardinals? He can just do it all, and there he's showing his range and gives the Cardinals the lead right back.
Very underrated three-point shooter. Boyd in the lane, off the glass, tough shot, gets it to go to tie the game up at 41.
Yeah, Boyd has a smooth 7 points so far tonight. He's been a key contributor.
Capoletti has it poked away from him by Navigado, out of bounds in front of the Cardinal bench. Koth off the inbound, gets it over to Klossel. And DeCanio on the floor with a foul on Reardon. And I believe that'll be his second. They called it a Navigado. Capoletti bouncing over to Jones. He hit 3 in the first half. How about a fourth?
What a game for Aaron Jones. And that's huge for the Cardinals, because when they get contributions from a guy like Jones, it's tough to beat him. And he's got an early 12 points here.
Dumped underneath to Boyd. Boyd faces up and drains the follow-away jumper. Back-to-back possessions with a field goal for number 34 in purple.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's got some length, and he's got real long arms, and he's capable of scoring down there.
Klossel into the lane, kicks it out to Koth. 16:26 to go. Klossel against the grain, has it stripped and goes out of bounds. Last touch by Loras. Heads up play by Klossel to avoid the basketball like it was poison. Back into the game is Tolman. Five on the shot clock. Reardon fades away, leaves it well short, and a shot clock violation.
Reardon is not pleased with that result. I think you're fine getting the ball on the block to Reardon with the Canio on him. I think that's something that the Cardinals are going to look to do. But shooting that fadeaway in the middle of the lane isn't typically what you want to see Reardon do. He's better at finishing in other ways. So
McGowan back into the game, as is Jordan Matthews. DeCanio with it. Mano-a-mano with Connor Reardon. Now gets a screen. Working against Capoletti. Into the lane. Capoletti defends, blocks the shot. Pinballs around. DeCanio gets it back, and it's a rebound for Koth. Thrown ahead to Reardon. Koth in the corner. Now back to Reardon. Outside Klossel, swung to Capoletti. Shot fake. Back to Klossel, wide open for three.
Will Klossel stepping up, drilling the baseline three, and that's a big shot. Another quiet contributor, Will Klossel, coming off the bench.
Friendly roll goes for Devon George, and he'll answer with a three of his own. 47-46, 15 minutes to go in this game.
Yeah, Devon George, he's a shooter. He can shoot the three. He's hit 50 threes on the year, and the Cardinals are going to have to make sure to defend him out there.
Reardon left it behind, and it goes out of bounds, and that'll be a timeout. 14-48, 47-46, and head coach Chris Martin pumping up the Loras faithful. We'll step aside, and we'll be back in a minute on NCTV 17. This crowd certainly isn't lacking enthusiasm tonight. That is for certain. 47-46, North Central with the lead. 14:36 to go in our game. On NCTV 17, Kevin Jackman, Adam Cornwell with you. We hope you're enjoying this one. We sure are. Josh Ruggles to the basket, can't get the lay-in to go. Tolman follows up. Loras with the advantage now by 1. Taking away Ruggles, ahead to Matthews. Matthews cannot put it in. Koth commits a foul. They're going to call this a shooting foul. McGowan hits the first.
And the boxing match continues. Back and forth, back and forth. Big 2 free throws there. And Rowan McGowan he can contribute off the bench. He averages 11 a game, so he's somebody that the Duhawks should be looking to get involved more.
Ticanio hits the deck, trails the play. Reardon in the post. Double team comes. Reardon swamped, throws it across, intercepted. Jones and McGowan collide. Ticanio outside. McGowan gets it back, takes a long-range 3. Front of the rim, no. Capoletti the rebound.
That would have been a big one if it went down, but he kind of rushed his shot a little bit there, and might as well take it, try to put your team up 6, but didn't go down. The Cardinals are looking to try to get that momentum back going their way.
Klossel tips it over to Capoletti for 3. Into the rim, no good. Koth falls down after the silky smooth move, and now a 3. Timeout taken by head coach Todd Reardon. Josh Ruggles with an unbelievable 3 to get the Loras crowd deafening.
What a big time shot. And it was funny because once he started to shoot that shot, the entire Loras fan section stood up knowing this guy can drain this, and he did. And puts the Duhawks up 6. Big time shot.
Big sequence of events, too, for the Cardinals, who had opportunities on the other end and turned it over a few times. And now this is the largest lead of our game at 6 points. And it belongs to Loras with 12:58 to go. You certainly don't want to say that the Cardinals have lost a grip, but they certainly need to respond in short order. Yeah,
they got to be careful. I mean, especially with the Duhawks' ability to shoot, they've just shown that. And, you know, 6-point leads could turn into 10-point leads. And Blaze Meredith has 4 fouls. He hasn't been playing. He's played 9 total minutes, and I mean, there are a lot of things going Loras' way lately. So the Cardinals got to be careful, but I think that they've got enough guys to capable of contributing here and getting themselves back in the game. So I'm sure they'll look to do that.
12:58 to go in the game, and the Cardinals put Blaze Meredith back in the contest with his 4 personal fouls. He'll bring the ball up. Klossel hands off Capoletti over to Reardon. Sets a hard screen. Reardon bumps and draws a foul on Navigato. Second foul on Navigato, the 13th foul on Loras. Cardinals also with 3 team fouls. Blaze gets the inbound, goes over to Matt Capoletti. Pollock. First meaningful minutes here in the second half. She gets it over to Klossel, swung into the corner, Capoletti, and a bumping foul on Damon George. So 2 quick ones picked up by Loras. Third foul on George.
Yep, that's Damon George's 3rd foul, and he's really the only player for Loras that's in any kind of foul trouble.
Inbounded to Capoletti with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Reardon Blitzes into the lane, cannot finish the lane, but will go to the line for 2.
Nice strong take for Connor Reardon, and that's one that we normally see him make. But he's a good free throw shooter, and he's got to knock these down and get the Cardinals back on track.
85% shooter at the line. Gets the first. You're watching the round 2 matchup between North Central and Loras in the NCAA Division III Basketball Championship Tournament on NCTV 17. Kevin Jackman, Adam Cornwell here with you. Tremendous game so far as Reardon knocks down a pair. Makes it a 4-point game. Matthews will bring up the ball and gets a screen from Navigato. Pivots and finds Ruggles, who hit that big 3 to cause the deafening roar by the Loras crowd a few minutes ago. Now he stares down Meredith into the lane, kicks it over to Navigato, who converts.
That was an incredible pass by Josh Ruggles. What a play. I think he fooled everybody. Everybody assumed that once he got to that point in the lane, he was going to put up the shot, and he dished it off for a layup, and big play for Loras.
Reardon, 18-footer. Taking the game into his own hands.
Why not? Yeah, you can kind of feel the momentum is really on Loras' side right now, and the Cardinals have got to hang on here.
DeCanio also getting a breather here. Meredith guarding baseline, and he gets called for his 5th foul. And he's done.
Wow.
And we'll have the under 12 timeout. Cardinals trail by 4, 55-51. We'll be back after the break on NCTV 17. Cardinals will miss Blaze Meredith for the rest of the game. With 11:22 to go, he'll take a seat, and Tommy Koch back into the game. And DeCanio back into the game as well, and scoops and scores.
Yeah, Ryan DeCanio right back at it, doing what he's been doing best in this game, and the Cardinals are still struggling to stop him off the dribble.
And an offensive foul. There's a 3 in the key. No, it's on Tommy Koch, his 2nd and the team's 5th. Six-point lead, the largest of the night for Loras. DeCanio wants it. He's been so good with the ball in his hands, but now he defers to Ruggles. Ruggles stares down Klossel. Fall away, gets it back. Klossel shadowing him to Navigato, blocked. What a foul! Foul called on Matt Capoletti. That's his 2nd personal foul, and the team's 6th. And Navigato hits the first.
I was about to give credit to Capoletti on a heck of a hustle play and a hustle block, but the call went against him.
59-51, an 8-point lead for the visiting Dewhawks. Cardinals need a basket. Reardon to the basket, draws the foul on Boyd.
Another strong take by Reardon. And he's looking to put the team on his back right now, and they need his leadership right now. They really do. Down 8. Tournament game and big moment. And he knows that he's got to step up.
Good on the first. The issue isn't on the offensive end, it's on the defensive end. They haven't gotten a stop in a long time.
No. Yeah, the Cardinals just need to, I think, focus on stopping DeCanio and Ruggles' abilities to drive to the basket. They cannot stop them off the dribble, and it's just allowing them to get either an easy attempt for a layup or allowing Ruggles or DeCanio to get all the way to the hoop themselves. And I mean, that's what they got to focus on. They got to let Loras beat them with other players.
Near side, Ruggles has Klossel on him. Reardon shadowing DeCanio on the far side. Ruggles one-on-one in isolation, gets to the basket. Klossel with the block. Ahead to Tommy Koth, out to Mike Pollock for 3. And out of bounds.
Wow.
Quite frankly, I didn't see what happened after the inbound pass.
I missed it as well.
I was following Mike Pollock back up the court. Cardinals could tie with this possession with a 3. Down by 3. 9:45 to go in the second half. Pollock for the tie. Short. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. No. Navigato claims. Ahead to Damon George. Blitzes into the lane. Swatted by Klossel. Back-to-back rejections for number 40 for North Central.
Yeah, Will Klossel stepping up with a couple of really nice defensive plays, and just what the Cardinals needed with Blaze Meredith out of the game with 5 fouls.
9:28, Ruggles nearly lost it on the inbound. 59-56, this place is ready to erupt on every single shift in momentum. DeCanio behind the back, shovels it off. Navigato misses short, follows up and in. Koth over to Jones. Jones for 3.
What a shot. Aaron Jones with 5 threes on the night. 15 points.
DeCanio to the basket, reverse lay-in, good. Jab, jab, punch. Jab, jab, punch. Jones, 18-footer. Strong, no good. Damon George the rebound. Weaving through traffic, has a man out ahead, Navigato. Rolls it in. Timeout, Todd Reardon. We'll take one too, 8:06 to go. We'll be back. Cardinal basketball following the timeout taken by head coach Todd Reardon. This is just the second time that these two institutions have met on the hardwood for men's basketball. The first coming in 2002 as Pollock cues up a three. Smokes it home to bring it back to within three. The first time these two teams met, the Cardinals scored a 13-point win in the second game of the season, which happened to be the second career win for Todd Reardon as the Cardinal head coach. DeCanio to the basket, but a foul will stop play again. Todd Reardon picks up the foul, his second, the team's seventh.
How about Mike Pollock hitting that three? Another big three for him. He's got 3 on the night. Between he and Aaron Jones, they've got 8 threes combined. And they're allowing the Cardinals to stay competitive.
Free throw good for DeCanio. Gets both to go. Cardinals now trail by 5. 7:32 to go in the game. Klossel spins into the lane. Cannot put it in. Reardon there. Reardon swatted, but a foul on DeCanio.
That would have been a huge block because the ball got away and Loras would have had a wide open layup. Big call. And the Cardinals have a chance to cut the lead. Right back to 3 possibly.
Reardon situates himself at the free throw line, an 85% free throw shooter. Has already knocked down a couple tonight. Gets the first. In fact, he's already hit 7 of 7. We were talking off air, I think it was during halftime. Connor Reardon's such a quiet scorer.
He really is, yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you watch the North Central team play, you'll notice all these guys contributing. Every game, you could pick a name and talk about that guy. But at the end of the night, it's always Connor Reardon leading them in scoring and pacing them. And he's doing that again tonight. He's got 18 points, and he's 8 for 8 from the line, which is just what he does.
Not to mention 7 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yeah, just a great player. Just great all-around player.
Boyd back in the game with 4 personal fouls, and the foul on Capoletti, but this one's going to be on the floor. Take away the shot. Boyd will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. So Boyd to the free throw line.
Boyd, a 56% free throw shooter.
Cannot connect on the first of the 1-and-1.
All right, the Cardinals are looking to slow down here, trying to get a good offensive play and try to regain momentum and possibly tie the game.
Koth outside, Connor Reardon. Reardon takes the jumper, rolls it in. Probably his dad's, we won't say the favorite shot selection of the night, but if it goes in, all is forgiven, right?
Yeah, he'll take
Ruggles
it.
will take this. Takes it off the backboard, that is. Matthews fighting for it. Capoletti goes into the score table, and a foul called on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, fouls are going to be a big part of the rest of this game. And there, Ruggles took that wasn't really a smart shot, given the moment, but it worked out, and George got fouled.
Todd Reardon vehemently arguing something with one of the officials on the sideline as Demond George will come back in. This will be a 1-and-1 for Jordan Matthews.
I mean, I saw Capoletti fly into the scorer's table. I wonder if it was something to do with that.
Matthews on the first attempt cannot hit it. By missing the front end of a 1-and-1 on 2 consecutive trips, it's like missing out on 4 points.
It is. It's like a turnover.
Still a 1-point game, 67-66. Reardon loses it for the moment, bounces it out to Koth, over to Capoletti, driving baseline. Kicks it, Quassel for 3 in the lead. No. And a foul? Foul on Connor Reardon. .550 to go. DeCanio will make it to the free throw line.
DeCanio, a 79% free throw shooter.
Which sounds kind of low considering the caliber of player he is.
Yeah, I mean, he shoots a lot of free throws. That might be the reason why he's got 115 on the year. And he knocks those 2 down, and we're back and forth, right back to it. The Cardinals will look to get another wide open look and try to tie this game.
By the way, they called that last foul on Tommy Koth, his 3rd. Pollock wanted the 3, gives off to Capoletti. 7 on the shot clock, Koth spins into the lane, and a foul on Matthews. So Koth will go to the line for a 1-and-1. I'll simply say this, and I hate being critical of the officials on any night, and I never want to accuse them of being biased one way or the other, but I just want this game to be played by the athletes. I feel like there's just too many whistles on both sides.
Yeah, there have been a lot of whistles, a lot of non-whistles, and obviously when, especially for North Central College, having one of your best players foul out, and he got a technical on a questionable call. I mean, it's hurt him so far. So you're absolutely right.
DeCanio over to Damon George, down low, Ruggles. Count the basket and a foul. Tommy Koth was on his back to make it a 3-point play. And Koth picks up his 4th. Ruggles misses, ball. Oh, take that back, it's gonna be a foul on Matthews. So Connor Reardon will now take a trip down to the other end and take a couple of free throws. Make that 1 of 1. Not quite into double bonus.
But Reardon's a good shooter. And yeah, these are big. I mean, the Cardinals for the past 10 minutes of this game have been battling back, trying to tie the game or take the lead, and they just haven't been able to do it. But they're hanging in close.
Reardon now 9 of 9 shooting at the free throw line. Can't understate how important that is for this North Central team. 21 points on the night. So clutch. Matthews hands off to Ruggles, DeCanio with it. 5 minutes to go in the game. Feels like an eternity at this point, doesn't it? DeCanio for 3. DeCanio buries the 3 to make it a 5-point game.
Big time shot from Ryan DeCanio.
Matthews trying to fight through the screen. Picks up the foul. That's That's his third, and to the free throw line will be Mike Pollock. No, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I mean, that last possession, the Cardinals just lost to Canio, and he got a rare wide open opportunity and knocked it down.
Jones misses the first. Both teams now into double bonus. Jones hits 1 of 2. Both teams now over the 70-point threshold, 74-70 in favor of Loras.
You get the feeling that this is a big possession for the Cardinals. They need a stop, and they need to try to switch the tides. Oh.
Beautiful play design. Frees up Ruggles underneath.
What a screen, what a back cut. Wide open layup.
Reardon hit as he shot it, and he'll get 3 free throws. That's a big foul.
It is. It's a big foul because Reardon's a great free throw shooter, and I mean he's okay from 3, but I mean you foul him shooting a 3. You know, that's not something you want to do.
First one goes. Could wind up a 1-possession game after this. Connor Reardon just so methodical in the way he picks teams apart. You said this is kind of a joke in between the break, but he does. He's kind of an old man on the basketball court.
He is. He's got a game that it's going to transcend time.
It sounds profound, but it's so true. Pollock out of the game, Koth back in with his 4 personal fouls. Outside Ruggles. 4 to go in the game. Ruggles behind his back. And a foul on Capoletti. That'll be his 4th. And the immediate timeout, our final one of the game. We'll be back with the conclusion after this on NCTV 17. Ruggles at the free throw line for a couple. Backs down the first. Ruggles uncharacteristically has 2 misses tonight. A 92% free throw shooter. You set the bar pretty high when you do that.
Make it 3.
4-point game.
Yeah, that's a big miss.
Klossel, high post. Trying to get Reardon free. One-on-one with DeCanio. Reardon fakes, now kicks corner. Jones for 3. Blocked. Devon George with the swat. 7 on the shot clock now. And do we have a timeout? No.
Yeah, the Cardinals are going to need to draw up a play here to get a quick shot.
3, 2, Jones lifts and fires short. Not what they wanted.
Not what they wanted at all. And Loras they've got an opportunity here to really make it tough on the Cardinals with a nice offensive possession. And the Cardinals go into a zone, it looks like, a 3-2 zone. Not a bad strategy. It might help the charge.
Offensive foul. DeCanio picks up his 4th. I thought that was a charge, or a blocking foul.
Yeah, they took a few seconds to even signal one or the other. But what a big call. Now you've got Ryan DeCanio with 4 fouls, and he's a guy who lives and dies by driving to the basket. Changes the way he has to play the rest of the game.
Fossil with it, gives off Capoletti. Driving, spins, and a foul on who? It's going to be on McGowan. It is on McGowan, his first. We are so far into double bonus, it is absurd.
I think both teams now have 19 total fouls.
Yeah.
2 minutes left to play. Oh, no.
Jones out, Koth back in. A defense for offense swap. Capoletti cannot connect on either.
Those could loom large.
2:40 to go in the game.
And the Cardinals back into the zone. I think they're trying to limit the penetration of the Dewhawks.
DeCanio finishes at the rim. Koth outside Reardon.
No need to rush yet for the Cardinals. They just need to get a good shot, and a 2 is fine here.
Reardon draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2 more. He has taken 13 free throws tonight. 2:11 to go.
Yeah, none of those 13 bigger than these 2 right here. He needs to knock these down.
Jones back in, Pollock to the bench. That's all that work on the jug machines and sitting there shooting every day, 10 a.m.
Yeah, he's become a machine at the free throw line. I mean, literally 15 of 15. That's unheard of.
4-point game. Ruggles double team. And a foul called on the Cardinals. And that's Tommy Koth's final foul. So Tommy Koth will join Blaze Meredith on the no-fly list. 5 personal fouls on both. Ruggles hits the first.
Yeah, Ruggles, we've mentioned it earlier, normally a 90% free throw shooter. He's 50% tonight. Wow. He's missed 4 free throws on the night. And some of those have come at a big time in this game.
Jones Throw to go, goes to Reardon, minute 38 to go. Reardon has Navigato on him, stops, strips, but a foul called.
He's gone.
Is it DeCanio? No, it's Navigato.
Wow, I'm not sure how that wasn't on Ryan DeCanio. He clearly reached.
Free throws are keeping the Cardinals in this game, specifically by Connor Reardon.
Reardon back to the line.
It doesn't feel like the Cardinals are within 4. It feels like they're down by 10 or 11.
It really does. I mean, they've just been chasing this entire half, and they've come so close to tying the game, and they just can't get there. Down 3. But yeah, one possession game, it's anybody's game.
DeCanio will take over as the lead ball handler. Gives off to DeMond George. Ruggles to DeCanio, nearly falls down in the play. Takes a follow-away jumper, short. Big stop for the Cardinals. Here they come offensively. Down by 3, could take, or at least tie. Out of bounds it goes.
Not sure what Reardon was looking at there. I think he thought Cappelletti was going to cut back door to the hoop, and he didn't. Just threw the ball out of bounds.
Ruggles with it, over to DeMond George. And a timeout taken by Ryan DeCanio.
Smart.
22 seconds on the shot clock, 47 seconds on the game clock in a one-possession game. And we'll go full timeout, so we'll catch our breath too. We'll be back for the final minute on NCTV 17. .8 seconds to go. If they inbound this in the backcourt, I think they have 2 seconds left. Take that back, that does not apply. George squeezes it over to DeCanio. DeCanio to the basket, short. Navigato the rebound. He's fouled, he'll go to the line for 2. Foul on Mike Pollock. Big time offensive rebound for Cole Navigato.
He's a 60% free throw shooter.
.2 seconds in this game.
Big time shot. Officially a 2-possession game.
Full timeout taken by Todd Reardon. What is your strategy down the stretch here if you're North Central and you're trying to take the lead or at least tie?
I think this free throw will determine that a little bit, I think, because if it's 4 points, you just get a quick 2, and then you're playing the foul game and hoping that, you know, they miss one or both, and then you're fine. But if he makes this and you're down 5, you might have to think about getting an open 3 and trying to cut it to 2 points. just because time's running out. And I mean, Loras has guards who can shoot the free throws, so I'm sure they'll get the ball in those guys' hands when they need to. So yeah, this next possession for the Cardinals, it could determine the outcome of the game.
The last time somebody not named Connor Reardon scored a basket, it was Aaron Jones with a free throw with 4:43 to go in the game. The last field goal not named Connor Reardon was 7:56 in the game. Mike Pollock hit the three to pull to within 3.
That's unbelievable.
Connor Reardon has simply willed his team to contention down the stretch, but his will may not be enough. They trail by 4, could be 5 following the free throw from Navigato. Makes it a 5-point game.
All right, let's see what the Cardinals do.
30 seconds remaining. High post Reardon takes the handoff. Over to Mike Pollock. Pollock comes off the screen. Jones back to Pollock. Cues a 3. Short, well short. Ball on the ground. Ball tied up. Tie up favors the Cardinals. 14.6 seconds left.
Yeah, the Cardinals clearly drew up a play to try to get Mike Pollock a 3, but he just wasn't open. And they found him a few seconds later, but he couldn't knock it down. Now, yeah, they just got to get it. They got to put the ball in the hoop, I think. They just keep the game alive right now.
Confused as to what's going on right now. And they might be putting time back on the clock, perhaps. 14.6 seconds currently reside on the clocks here inside Gregory Arena. 5-point game. No time change, so I don't know what that was in reference to. Reardon to inbound, lofts it into Capoletti, off the glass and good. And I think they're going to put more time back up on the clock.
Heck of a play call.
13.2 remaining. And a substitution. Willer will not come in. I don't know. It's not a dead ball technically, so Rowan McGowan cannot check in. And a foul on Jones against Damon George. So now Damon George will go to the line with 13.9 seconds remaining.
Damon George is an 86% free throw shooter.
By the way, the Cardinals out of timeouts in the game. Cannot stop the clock. Hits a crucial first free throw.
That was a big one. He's 2 for 2 from the line on the night. So he hasn't taken many. So you know he's a little bit shaky, but
hits 2 of 2.
big time free throws. Cardinals need a 3.
Reardon fell away, no. Outside Jones. Jones, step back for 3. Good. 1.2 seconds remaining. And a timeout by Chris Martin. I mean, I guess it's not impossible, but it certainly is improbable. 30-second, no, full timeout for Loras as they are tasting victory right now. 1.2 seconds remain in this game.
The Cardinals are out of timeouts, which is big because if they somehow got a steal, they wouldn't be able to call timeout. They'd have to throw up a shot immediately. And Loras is just going to look to inbound the ball to their best free throw shooters and hope they knock it down and have an opportunity to move on to the Sweet 16.
So here we go. Cardinals will break the huddle with a sliver of hope. Ruggles, the inbounder, runs the baseline, lofts it in, and that'll do it. Cardinals fall in the second round of the NCAA tournament to Loras by an 84-82 score, ending a fantastic season for the Cardinals and continuing the Duhawk season into the third round. Great game. Ryan DeCanio with 27 points. Josh Ruggles with 18. Navigado with some big offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Loras was just a little bit better tonight, and the score showed that. 2-point victory. But yeah, DeCanio, man, the Cardinals couldn't stop him off the dribble, and he took care of business.
And Loras will celebrate on the court with their fans that have traveled so well. The Cardinals will head to the locker room with their season having come to a close. For the Cardinals, looking to save Connor Reardon, 29 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, make that 11 rebounds, 6 assists. 17 of 17 shooting at the free throw line.
Yeah, Reardon was unbelievable. He left it all on the floor, and 17 of 17 from the free throw line is just unbelievable. 29 points. I mean, he came to play. Aaron Jones stepped up huge for the Cardinals, 6 threes. I mean, he was a key contributor with Blaze Meredith fouling out and only playing 11 minutes. I mean, really, I think you mentioned it earlier, the Cardinals played pretty well offensively. The problem was they just couldn't stop the guard play of Loras. And that was really the difference. And the Cardinals season has ended on a sour note.
That'll do it for us on NCTV 17. We hope you enjoyed the ball game. That was fantastic. The final 84-82, Loras moving on to the round 3 matchup. Against who? We don't know quite yet. But they'll be there next weekend. I want to thank Adam Cornwell, our cameraman and producer Ryan Risky. I'm Kevin Jackman saying so long. We'll see you next time on NCTV 17.